gosh. Hola. Oh, look, my internet's going to start acting up right now.
Right.
Fabulous.
Ready? Don't worry about that. Here, we're going to duel a little.
Oh, I have to do. Oh, this is so awkward.
It looked naughty when you went in with that second hand. Look. Welcome to Dueling Tarot.
Hello, guys. Oh, God.
Speaking of OnlyFans, right?
God, we should have charged extra for that. Gosh, I'd throw in some like naked feet, and that would have been like a $1 million seller, I'm sure.
Oh my God, honestly. Well, I have a lot of cleavage going tonight, so.
Well, your name's covering it up, so we can't see it. You better start flaunting it to the fans.
That's handy.
That cost extra.
It's extra. So who do we have? Elizabeth is here, and Sherry, and Heidi, and Celtic Runesinger, and Excitable 67, and Susan, and Karen, and CF has got the NW on there. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about it.
Yes. Oh, Francois. Bonsoir.
Francois, bonsoir.
Oh, and let them ponies run.
Ponies run.
I swear, I can be between trying to read words together and me making up words. I'm not doing well. And there's Serendipity. Hola.
Hi, Serendipity.
What was the word I came up with, Anna?
Oh, shit.
Unfunctional?
Defunctional.
Defunctional. Defunctional.
Defunctional. So we got defunctional going on. So I hope everybody had a great week. Alycia, how was your week?
You know, like the rest of the week was fine. It was good. I had my readings and doing videos, whatnot. But today was like amazing. So I found last night in the closet a pair of boots that I had for, I'm having hope that, we might get rain in winter and it might be cold and I can wear my boots with the fur, not my apple bottom jeans. But the inside soles were kind of janky. You know how your foot makes the imprint in the woolly mammoth type insole? So I took it to a shoe cobbler, which I'd never done before. I go down there, I meet this amazing guy, and we start talking, all the, I don't want to cuss so early in your live stream, but we start talking. Okay, so we start talking shit about corn pop. And then we're talking about the boots and whatever. He replaces the insoles free of charge. And he's like, I'm blessing you today. And I was like, you were so nice. I want to pay you, but that is so nice. And he's like, just tell all your friends. And I was like, oh my God, you're amazing. So that was my excitement and happiness today of going to the shoe cobbler guy.
That's awesome. I love free shoe service. I can't even say it. Yeah, my mom had a great cobbler in her town. He was a little Italian guy, and she insulted him one day, and he cursed at my mom knows a little Italian, and he cursed at her in Italian and like basically told her to beat it. So she was sending me in with her shoes for a while. She's like, bring my shoes to the cobbler. He doesn't like me. It's like, oh my God.
I'm surprised he's like, I know who you come from.
Yeah, right. I look just like my mom, so like I don't know how we were pulling this off, but he was very nice to me. My week was very my day and my week was not like yours. I had I told you I had my son got injured. We were in the emergency room until about midnight East Coast time last night. He bruised his tailbone on his bike. So and we made the intake lady laugh. Gregopedia drew well, I could show everybody.
Oh, is Gregopedia the one that drew the picture you sent to me?
Gregopedia drew that picture. Yes.
Well, I thought that was an official doctor drawing.
No. So while I don't know if anybody can see it.
Let's see if we put the screens closer like that. Okay, see if you can get it. It kind of looks like a Homer Simpson type thing.
It's it does look like Homer Simpson, but
oh, your light is like kind of
my light's in the way. Maybe when we go underneath. So Greg drew a picture of a butt with lightning bolts where the pain was. So all the people that came in were like, oh my God. And so it was very funny. Made everybody laugh. So But then today, while I was he stayed home, obviously, from school and was on the couch. And the cats were out, and I have 2 shelves over I have like a coffee bar and then 2 shelves that are over. And one of the baskets has all my coffee stuff in it. Pusheen, our rescue, decided she was going to take a stretch and scratch on the basket and pulled the basket down. And there was like coffee and coffee additives all over the place. And she just looked at me and did this with her little paw. And I was like, oh, okay.
Isn't that lovely? Yeah.
She was like,
the kitten. That reminds me, the kitten, Houdini, she's fine now. So she's totally recovered. And then Gata has gotten a new nickname of Gargoyle because she insists on chasing after Houdini all the time. And it is horrible, horrible, horrible. So, yeah. So that part of her life's not going well. But her health is good. So
excellent. Excellent. You need another one. You need another kitten.
I have 3 cats. That's enough because we put the little, I don't know what you call it. My eyes all jacked up for some reason all of a sudden. We had a little house I got for her to recover in, which she didn't really recover in, and we put a tiny litter box in there that's in our closet still. And now FB and Houdini are both using it. And I'm like, this is not going to work. FB, you're full-size cat, and this is a tiny little litter box. Not going to work.
Mini litter. She likes it small.
She likes the box small so she can shit outside the side of it, and then I can try and scoop it up, and I look like a ding dong trying to get one with those scoopers. You can't. Hola, Beverly.
Number 1 fan, Beverly's here. You know it's a good night when Beverly's here. So
here, I'll add a picture of FB and okay, keep going. And Houdini. I'll bring it on here. Let's see. Come on, picture. Let's get to it. All right. Let's share the screen. Window, tab, window. Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
There you go.
Aww.
Aren't they cutie pies? Yeah, they're besties. So there you go. FB is the little black cat, and Houdini's the little calico, I guess is what they call it.
Or tabby.
So they're tabby, maybe. I'm not an official cat, whatever you would call that.
Are you not?
I don't.
Wait, you don't love cats? Like, I'm crazy about cats.
No, I love cats. I'm saying I'm not an official animal doctor person who can tell you what types of cats are cat. I'm like, I'd be better at saying, oh, that's a Dachshund if it was a dog, or a husky or something like that. I don't know cats breeds like I do.
I'm obsessed with getting a dog named Dotson now. So here. You still can't see it. I can't show any pictures of my pets. But
yep, you can if you pull it up on a window on your computer, Adora.
I don't have any pictures on my computer. I have all my pictures on my phone. I got them on my porch while I'm listening to the radio.
Are you whittling?
I go to that little photo mat in the middle of the parking lot that you drive up to. I answer my bill.
I think ours got finally converted to what's it called? A phone screen repair shop. Makes a better idea, I guess. Oh goodness. Oh, Beverly has a cat, Bob Ross, and she's obsessed with my crystals that Beverly's got.
Why wouldn't Bob Ross be obsessed with Alicia's crystals? They have cat power.
I know. My cats are obsessed with the crystals in my office, I'll tell you that. So, where do we want to start tonight?
Well, there's a lot of news.
There sure is. I mean, I don't know that we have to do a reading on it, how Kamala got rear-ended in her foggy bottom. I don't think we have to read on it. I mean, although it seems kind of weird, like, did she get rear-ended or did they just run over a curb? Either way, it happened in her foggy bottom. I mean, in the foggy bottom tunnel. I don't know.
Honestly, at this point in this gaslight administration, if they said that Joe 46 went and ate McDonald's, I would think it was a false FF.
Yeah.
FF. I would be like, it's an FF. There's something else happened. Like that's how absolutely triggered I am. I don't believe a thing. So this whole rear-ending thing, like, I don't know. Is she trying to get like Princess Diana attention? Like, what is going on here?
That was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, why does this sound like Princess Diana? Like, was there like, I don't know, was there some attempt? I don't know.
Maybe we do need to look. Let's look at it. Let's see what we get.
Let's see. Maybe she just got the Uber driver was replacing the Secret Service guy. Who knows?
Look at that. We did that at the same time. Do you see that?
That was magic. I bet we couldn't do it again next time.
All right. So what are we asking?
What's the details behind? What's the details around Kamala's?
I have Kamala's.
Her defunctional driver.
All right, so I got to keep track of these. Hang on. Kamal, assist, and defunctional.
Yes. I used to work at this one place. They used to keep track of all these weird words I made up. It was like that we had a whole page running of those weird words and weird sayings I came up with. It was, I need to see if my friend still has that because there was some gems in that one.
So I'm going to segue real quick because when Angus was like 4 or 5 years old, he would make up words, and I had like a whole list of them. I had an iPhone then. I had a whole list of them in my notes, and the only two that I can remember, and he would use them on the regular: paranibal and crepletid. Crepletid was, and these are all candy related. Crepletid was sweet, but not like too sweet. Paranibal was sweet and sour, like a Sour Patch Kid.
Interesting.
I'm going to have dementia be laying on the bed. I'm going to be like, I need something paranibal. And no one's going to know what I'm talking about.
Maybe Angus will.
I doubt Angus is going to be there. He's going to be like, ew. She's wearing diapers. Ew.
She made fun of my tailbone.
I broke his leg when he was a baby too, so.
You need to quit while you're ahead. You're going to get a report.
Great mother. My God.
That's
a story for another night.
It's going to come back.
All right. So, oh my God. Did you see Beverly?
Oh my God.
They've got to be making this up. They've got to be making it up.
That's what some people think. I'm starting to believe it.
So let's see if Kamala's thing, if her incident in Foggy Bottom.
All right, let's see. What's up with the Foggy Bottom incident?
Was it legit? I want to know if it was legit. So I'm saying it. Something up with this. Not legit.
No. Somebody's trying to pull some shenanigans. Oh. Holy cow. I think I would say this is maybe perhaps an attempt that didn't go well. And it's, what did Whoopi Goldberg? Is it Whoopi Goldberg? Now I can't remember her name. Stupid Whoopi. Girl, you're in danger. That thing.
Oh, girl, you're in danger.
That. So
we need to start saying that on this. Like whenever we see something bad, girl, you in danger.
Yes. Except someone will probably accuse us of not being allowed to say it or something. But yeah, this looks like this was this is going after her, and something else was supposed to happen, and it didn't work. And now they're making plans for something else. So, girl, you're in danger, Kamala sis, or whatever I called her.
Kamala sis.
Yes.
This is the Kamalasis of the situation. We're going to have to define that word, figure out exactly what it means.
It's what she does with her word salad, her Kamalasis. It's like her analysis, but she's giving you her Kamalasis.
Her Kamalasis. So, of the situation, the community banks are in the community, serving the community. So, I want to hear her explanation of this accident.
Oh, you got Four of Swords too, huh?
Four of Swords, Four of Swords.
Oh my.
I think it was a situation that did not come to fruition. I think there was a plan of coming together, did not come to fruition, but we got bum up here. Bum,
oh. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I had the Two of Wands like you had as well, but it's also I've got the Three of Swords here. So but we have a Page of Cups underneath, so I think it's try again.
So let's see if Kamala's worried.
When you say worried, you mean something that has to do with worry. And
it's a feeling of being worried. And
one very worried.
And it results in being worried.
Oh my God, can you imagine if she and Meghan Markle like co-headlined like a show?
Speaking of 10 days from now, less than like a half hour away from me, Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp are playing a concert.
Are you going to it?
If you guys want to super chat me like $2,600, yes, I will go and sit in front row. The cheap seats are going for like I think 180.
Well, maybe you can get 180.
I don't want to go by myself though.
Well, I wouldn't go with you anyway because I don't like Jeff Beck. I believe I went to a concert at the Greek one time and he was playing there with some other people and I just stayed out in the bar area until he was done. That's how much I dislike Jeff Beck. I just can't with his music.
Alycia says no.
Alycia says no, and I will not go sit in there and listen.
No. People get ready. Alycia says no.
Do you want to go first on this one?
So yeah, she's flipping out under the surface. Like this was alarming. There's an alarming situation here. She's not happy with the people that are in charge of her. She wants to move forward to avoid any terrible things from happening that may result in an ending of sorts. Looks like heads are going to roll. She's going to be firing people and restaffing. And she's almost like, I was very lax and, focused on other things because my focus was elsewhere. So I need to focus on getting things back in line so we can all get our focus back to where it should be. What do you see?
Similar. It's kind of here. We have to, reassess our assessment of assessing our needs. And as we're reassessing, because I'm going into hiding until we reassess the assessment, because she could have almost been killed there, people. Like she's very much aware like that was a dangerous situation. So she wants to get the hell out of Dodge and she wants the right people coming to be her defense, be her, I guess, the Secret Service, whoever's supposed to be defending, watching, protecting her. She wants a Kevin Costner type guy, someone who loves her and doesn't wear a mask when they kiss. And she wants a whole new team. I have that as well. And she wants to go back to feeling like safe and secure like she used to in California. I don't know how safe and secure you feel in California, but apparently she felt safer here. So, I guess that was shadier than we thought. Here we just thought they struck a curb. Lies! Oh, yeah, Heidi, we're going to circle back to that.
Gaslight, foggy bottom.
If only we had Jen Psaki, too. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so we could have Meghan Markle, Jen Psaki, and Kamala Harris all on that Michelle Obama tour with Ellen and Oprah.
Oh, my God. Hey, you know what? I know it wasn't on our list, but let's check in on Jen Psaki. Let's see how she's doing.
She's doing some show, right?
Yeah, let's see how she's doing. Let's see how that
redheaded stepchild. That was interesting. I think it was a couple weeks ago or a week ago. I don't know. Time. She used to be a spokesperson for somebody else, and I want to say it could have been HRC back in the day when she was Secretary of State.
Oh.
Oh, it was a doozy of a press conference. I was like, oh,
wasn't she for the Obama administration?
It could have been, but at some point, I think she was hanging out with the HRC. That's at least what my memory is telling me. I'll have to go find it again.
You're going to circle back on that?
I'm going to circle back on that. I probably won't remember by the time we get together next, though. I'll be already on to something else.
Check out Heidi.
Where's Heidi?
Touche. We're gonna give that one a star. You get a star for that one, sweetie.
Oh, yes. Do. I think she's liking it.
Me too.
Oh, this is like moving on up to the east side. I think she's like thinking she's like the new like queen in town. Like she's, all the other dummies are falling and failing, right? Cuomo's taking a dump and Trevor Noah's taking a dump and whoever else is, all of them. And I think she's like, she wants to be reign queen supreme. She's going to make it happen.
Yeah, she's in a good spot. I feel like she's very, very happy, but she has other things on her mind. In the future, she is going to scale up that exposure.
Oh, well, maybe. I mean, There's something here where I have the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. So I don't know. I could equate it to this like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City storyline where one of the housewives rumored to have hooked up with a tequila person to sell more of her tequila. I don't know if Jen Psaki's planning on hooking up people to move higher up in an organization, but maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't getting that kind of vibe. I was getting more of a vibe of like she's like planning her next move.
I got a hookup vibe or a partnering vibe, kind of a Meghan Markle. I need to partner with you, and then I'll have to like drop you on the side of the road when I'm done with you vibe.
Oh, okay.
All right, so where are we going next? We circled back. Oh, Marie Teresa Hughes is here. Hola,
Marie Teresa. So, Karen had a good point. What did how she really feels about Biden? We want to look at that?
Sure, let's see. Maybe she's like, oh, he's my cute little grandpa. I don't let sniff me because that turned out weird. I don't think she was really excited to be working there.
I don't think so either.
It's almost like, I'm going to say, did Barry in the basement, did he made her do it? And he had her, maybe this was like, you have to do this as your stepping stone before you're moving on up, because this feels like she didn't want to do it. She didn't like him. But it was like the shit sandwich she had to eat.
So yeah, I'm getting the same thing. Like, it's like, oh, can I work for you? Well, I'll be really strong in my conversation. But then it was like, oh my God, this place is like a complete shitstorm and I have no control over anything. And then eventually, yay, I'm going to, it's the end game is this, where I get to have a happy life and we get to, go and I think she got paid off. Under the surface, she's like, ugh, I can't believe I had to do that. Like, I feel so dirty and like gross. So, yeah.
Look at Heidi.
Oh,
I used to play with my leg hair.
Just rub my leg hairs, make them. So, oh my God, what a mess. Oh, let's see what she really thinks about Hunter.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
She had to answer or not answer a lot of questions about him.
Well, I don't think the cute girl's answering any questions either. I think today or yesterday she said, I'll refer you to the Department of Justice. Nobody wants to talk about him.
We do.
Yeah, except don't share any pictures on Facebook or else you get shadow banned for 30 days.
Oh, is that what's going on with that?
I think that, no, I told you that's why I couldn't stream to Facebook because I shared that picture of HB. I didn't even share the dirty one. I think I shared the one that was in the Daily Mail today.
You can't do that.
No, apparently not. I am not a journalist and I don't have proper stuff.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Not qualified.
You can't have a thinking brain. Get out of here, peon.
So, she knew the public opinion about him was absolutely horrendous and that there was no escaping it. She knew that there was just a super amount of negative information and that the jury is out. The jury of public opinion really, the consensus is that he is an absolute D-bag and D-bag.
Kamalasis.
The Kamalasis is that, you know, she knew there was very little that she could do. So she did the bare minimum to support the mythology that he's an all right dude, that it's just circumstance and it's collusion or whatever. But she distanced herself very much and just kind of like girded her loins. And really avoided him and just kind of faked it till she didn't make it and like just avoided him. So, yeah. You?
Same. It was kind of like she didn't want to touch it. There was this idea that they
None
were
of us
like,
want to touch it.
no one wants to touch that shit anymore. There was this whole idea that was like, you know, House of Cards ready to fall, that they were just propping him up, you know, with his art career and whatever, his book, trying to make him look like he's respectable. But it's almost like she is like, it's just going to fall down in a matter of time. And of course, there was a lot of money behind this. I think she's well aware of that. But yeah, this is just like, they're all defending him because it's almost like he's if you don't defend him, the rest of the shit falls. So, yeah, she's aware of it, but she didn't want a part of it. Nobody wants to touch that. Blech.
You can't touch this. Hey, this is interesting from Jamie Roberts.
Yes.
I didn't see his interview yet. I didn't see Ye's interview.
I watched that today, and then there's a part 2 tonight, I believe.
Oh, goody. Okay.
And it's interesting because when I saw that he mentioned that, it reminded me that I swear I saw a picture recently of them together. And I don't remember where I saw that. But yeah, supposedly he was saying that she was so close. And he asked, like, well, how close? And he's like, a phone call, a text away. And that the hag was trying to tell Kim to tell Kanye, like, hey, tell him to say this, that like a position they support, so he can get his people that follow him to be on board with it. So I was just like, oh, okay. I think there's like at some point, maybe that's something I might dig into with her for the manor, because, you know, she has that recently. She came up with that. I think I did mention that in that video I did about her recently, but she's with that investment firm now with that guy. Which is no, Kim.
Okay.
Kim started an investment firm with somebody else. And that Kanye was saying that Jared and Josh, I don't know if those are the names are right, that Kushner's brothers, perhaps, I don't know if that's their names, that they're investors in Skims, which I'm like, what? So there's all sorts of like weird things going on. And yeah.
Like a mind flayer in Stranger Things. It's like,
Yeah.
I
think
that gave me a weird shape.
it did. But, you kind of look like Kim wearing like some Balenciaga trash bag at a fashion show. So it's good.
Ow.
But yeah.
Ouch.
What do they do? Shady shit. That's what there's shady shit.
So hang on one second. So everybody, Facebook users, I've got a whole bunch of Facebook users asking for readings. So on Dueling Tarot, we don't do private readings. We just do celebrity stuff. So if you want to circle back on Wednesday nights, I do a Wednesday night live where I do readings for you guys. So tonight's like all celebrity stuff. So if you want to ask a celebrity question, that's cool. Or if you go to the link in our description, there's a link to book a reading with me or a link to Alicia's website. You can get readings from both of us.
Yay!
You have your own personal Dueling Tarot reading. Yes, I.
Can you imagine? What did the cards say? Oh, the cards say you're effed. Oh, what do your cards say? You're slightly less effed. Oh, great.
Shake it to the left. You'll be a little less fucked.
Thank you, Sally. Sally loves the Moon Moth Manor.
I love the Moon Moth Manor. I wish I could spend all my time in there.
I know. I wish I could too. Sadly, I had to do work other things I don't want to. All right. So are we going to be done with? We had to look into HB.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We could segue right into that. So
Yes. So the HB, you guys know, the hunter. They say they're ready to get him. That they have, they can get him with financial crimes and making a false statement linking to the purchase of a. So they could do that. They probably could have done that 2 years ago. So I'm curious, is this that they're actually going to do this, or is this we're setting precedents for some other BS? I don't know.
So I'm gonna set a precedent right now. So do you know where the word Nimrod? You know, on Bugs Bunny, Nimrod, they call Elmer Fudd Nimrod all the time. Do you know why?
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
So that's where the word Nimrod came into the popularized American vernacular. Bugs Bunny was calling Elmer Fudd Nimrod because Nimrod was the great hunter in mythology. And so
there was a Nimrod in the Bible too.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was a sarcastic usage, like, oh, he's a great hunter, Nimrod. So I think that we should call.
Okay. Call him Nimrod?
I think we should call him Nimrod.
I don't know. It might. You know how sensitive he is about his rod. He's very sensitive about all 9 inches of it. He's very sensitive about his rod. Hey, man, the shit that's tormenting in my mind comes right back out to share with the world.
God.
All right, let's see what's going on, I guess. What's the deal about it? I forgot how much I like these Haunted Mansion tarot cards.
Aren't they so fun?
They're good and they shuffle nice. There's some nice.
It's nice.
Nice. Here come the judge. Where does Here Come the Judge come from?
I don't know.
I remember that used to be a popular sticker. I used to be into stickers, and that used to be a popular sticker. And I think I had it in one of my sticker books, but I don't really know what that came from because it wasn't watching Judge Wapner or anything like that. I was like, I don't know what that's from.
So, I don't know if it was when we were on before or since we've gone live, but didn't you say your thoughts, or somebody said it was just kind of a setup for 45.
Yes, that was Mark Levin.
I think there's something to that.
Really?
I don't think he's going to get in that much trouble.
I get that. I get that he's not going to get. It's almost like a, I don't know, a plea. Go pick up trash on the side of the road kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it's like. Almost like I also get it in a way that it's more so like it sounds harsh. I don't know how this is possible, but it sounds harsh. But if you actually see like what's enforced, it's not, right? Like, oh, okay, you've been sentenced to 100 years of, I don't know, whatever. But then in the fine print, it's like he only has to serve like 10 minutes of it. Like, I think there's like a lot of, perhaps it comes out a lot of guilty things, but like then the punishment doesn't go with it. It's just a bunch of wimpy, non-actual consequence things.
The emperor is behind this. There's going to be a push from a higher point to not move forward with this, all for the good of the country. Yeah. So.
Well, see, because I also get it too, that this is like, the way I'm seeing it, I don't know if I'm seeing it as a precedent to set up for 45, totally, but like it seems like if that's the case, that's a really tough avenue to go down. The interesting thing I'm seeing here, though, is seeing if Corn Pop can then turn this into some type of like stupid sympathy story for himself.
Yes.
Okay. Where it's just like, oh, so many Americans here in this country know this hard thing to deal with as a parent with a Nimrod like this.
It works. I'm telling you, it's working. The Nimrod thing is working. Yeah, that's going to be part of it. That, he wasn't fully in control. So like he made some bad choices, and that's how they're going to kind of get a carpet and sweep it under. Nimrod's going to be very pleased with the turnout. He's going to be very happy. I never did anything without your consent. I never did anything to hurt you. Never touched you in any way without asking first. So yeah, it stinks.
Okay.
There's a fish here. It stinks. It stinks. The things that were done, affirmative, they were done. The bad things that were done, yeah. And done with the intent of eclipsing them and hiding them. I'm sorry that I'm talking so much in code for all of you who are new visitors and viewers. But the whole thing is going to be, let's just, we just got to walk away. We have bigger fish to fry in the world right now. We can't get bogged down with this. Why would we get bogged down with this? Let's just do something that's good for you and good for us, and we'll all just go our ways. And there's going to be some discussion about like payback or retribution, or what do you call it? Restoration?
Restitution?
Restitution? There's going to be some conversation about restitution, but I don't think that that's going to happen. And he's just going to go back to life as usual.
Okay, so then let's see. Does this open up the door, though, to Big Papa? Oh, God. I'm sorry, Notorious B.I.G. Does this open the door to Big Papa and those deals, though, that they were doing?
I love that you just kind of like tipped your hat to Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa. I don't think so, but
yeah, I'm not sure. I because it says financial crime, so that's where I'm wondering if that can open a door to Big Papa, but maybe it won't. I don't trust much of any type of shenanigans right now.
Shenanigans.
Oh, and then you guys found it. You said the "Here Comes the Judge" or "Here Come the Judge" is from Laugh-In. Okay, I never watched Laugh-In, so I don't know why I had a sticker like that.
Beverly is channeling Psychic Joni.
Psychic Joni. Oh, and Diana misses Psychic Joni. Oh gosh. So I told you guys how we went by Psychic Joni's place and her storefront's out of business, but I have yet to check to see if she's totally out of business.
She's gone?
Her storefront is gone, so I don't think I'm going to be able to run into a real life Psychic Joni celebrity encounter at the Barnes and Noble anymore.
Oh man.
Sad time.
That's some fuckery there. That's some fuckery.
That's some fuckery. You're a hoe. Okay, so.
All right. I don't think that this is the foundation that they're going to build upon from A to B. But I think that there's some handshaking behind the scenes with the people that are behind some of this. I think they're involved in the going after of 45.
45?
Yes.
Not 46? Wait, what number is Ding Dong? Corn Pop?
46.
Oh, okay. So you think this is about... Oh, because I was asking, is this going to lead to Corn Pop?
Oh, I thought you meant... All right, well, let me...
Because I'm looking at... with Corn Pop, they're like... This feels like... It doesn't... It gets there eventually, but this is a delay tactic where we go after the Nimrod, and then we think that, oh, we've kind of hushed this down. We kind of shoveled it all onto the Nimrod for now, but it doesn't stop what's eventually coming. It's kind of just, you know, we're not going after Corn Pop right away. We're hoping it's a delay tactic because we've given you a pound of flesh. If that's the right saying, I don't know.
You know what? Missy, I did not. I did not know what you're talking about, but I think yes, this is a path that they're going down the path. They know where the money trail is. They know who did it. They're fully confident in what they're doing, and the exposure is there. It wasn't done alone. They're going to put that case together eventually, and then we're going to have some success here. And that it's all the data is there. They're like almost kind of drip feeding it.
Yeah, because I have it, but it's like delayed. It's almost like we're going to cover up your secrets for a little while longer, or we're not going to get to you right away. Like it's not like, say if we wrap up with Nimrod in December, it's not like in January, then we go on the Corn Pop with this. It's almost like it's the beginning of drip feeding it, but not a, let's move on to the next defendant on the Price is Right. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? That's what they should call court. The Price is Right. Like if you have enough money and have an effective defense and a good lawyer and get out of stuff. Anyway, yes, Psychic Joni is not on YouTube, and that's not her real name. And she was on TikTok. I've already forgotten what her real name is. I'd have to ask my kid, but I've never said her real name because I don't want it to come back to me that I'm talking shit about Psychic Joni.
What are you talking about? Why are you talking about
my voice? Fuck you. You're a hoe too. Looks like you're screwing around multiple men.
So I just pulled here because I got this anxiety card. This is the team that's doing the prosecution, possibly for 46. And they're waiting for, and this is with this deck, this is always 45 for me. They're waiting.
Which one is that? King of Wands?
It's the King of Wands, but it's a cute little froggy King of Wands. They're waiting for him to get back into position of power and repair all the broken hearts before they feel really confident about moving forward. It's just what I see. It's just what I see.
Well, I guess things won't be slowing down anytime soon.
What's your gas prices? I heard $8 out there. Is that true? Is that true?
it stabilized. I think because Corn Pop released, his boosting of oil production was releasing more from the strategic reserve, since I don't think comprehension is a thing over at the Daily Mail where I saw the headline. However, we are still stuck at 675. And so when I took my car over to the shoe cobbler today, he's like, "Oh, is that your car?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Nice car. How much does it cost to fill that thing up?"
That's why he gave you the free souls. He was like, she needs this money more than I do.
You know how much he has to pay in gas to fill that thing up?
I want him to come back with more shoes.
That's probably it. He's like, he told me about his 4-banger Corolla sitting out front.
Aww.
He's like, it's more affordable.
I have to say, every time someone says something about Biden releasing the Federal Reserve, I think about the clip of him farting in front of Camilla, and her face. She's like,
"Wait, I know we've talked about that clip before. Is there sound on video?"
There's no sound, but like her, I'll find it and I'll send it to you because it's hilarious. Because you see her face. She's like, he like walks up and you see her look at the other woman and then like. It's absolutely hilarious. It's so obvious. It's like horrible. So, oh my goodness. So okay. So Hunter, it looks like he's not going to get in trouble. Nimrod. He's not really going to get in trouble. What now? What do you like?
That's horrible. I love it.
The humor on this channel. It's so highbrow.
We're highfalutin folk over here while we whittle on the deck.
I'm whittling. I'm gonna be whittling my selenite with my amethyst wand. Don't tell me how to live here in Ruby Ridge.
That's the Ruby Ridge. Is Janet Reno?
I went there.
Fucking, you ever like Janet Reno was a really handsome person. Just saying.
Handsome woman.
Handsome woman.
So, Sue Brennan, we don't deserve you, Sue Brennan. We don't. So, do we want to look at the Kim and Kanye Hag thing, or do you want to save that for Moon Mall?
No, let's look at. Well, I don't think Kanye is like, my thing with Kanye is I'm not quite sure where he is yet, because I think he's like trying to break free of that Eyes Wide Shut group.
Well, let's see what he's up to.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my glamour deck, the Cosmo deck.
Oh, you're so sophisticated.
I don't know if you can see this very well. No.
You got to turn down your stage lights.
That might help. Does that help?
A little bit.
I'm going to get like a baseline on poor Kanye. That man.
I will say in the Tucker interview, this was the most like lucid I've heard him. It was really like he was really pausing and thinking like exactly what he wanted to say so he wouldn't be misconstrued. And it wasn't just him just flopping words out of his mouth, although sometimes he flops words out of his mouth and it's still pretty smart. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have thought of that. But yeah, this was a different type of Kanye. And then I saw him with his beard and I was like, dude, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig Kanye with the beard. Okay. I don't think he's totally out of, that's how I'm going to say this. I don't think he's totally out from Eyes Wide Shut, mind control or whatever you want to call it. There's still some tie there with his ex-bride, and it's probably because of the children involved and having to play some type of game here. I think he's trying to establish himself as best he can as a, like, not being entangled in that, but it's kind of hard to totally get out of that. Because there's some certain level that he has to play a part of, which makes me wonder if it's play a part of or just giving tacit approval to certain things. Because did you see that fashion show recently where I think Kim and North went into it with the weird fabric over their face?
The fabric over the face is something weird.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm seeing. Like there's still some eyes wide shut shit he is connected to. I don't think he can just totally separate, but he's getting some of his clarity back in the situation. So I hope that works out for him. What do you have?
So I've got that he's still having a very hard time finding his footing. You know, he was very patient in getting out of the situation. You know, more or less. Are they officially divorced, or do they have a divorce?
I think.
Yeah, he was patient in extricating himself from that. He is more heartbroken over the end of the marriage than he lets on, and that I think we'll ever know. And it's not just the marriage, but it's the family. Like he needed that family to ground him. He was adrift prior to the marriage, and he was adrift prior to having all the kids. And it was almost like an anchor that he didn't know that he needed. And so he was there, and he was being very creative, and you know, with the connection and the contract that he had. The contract that he had with the so we're gonna have a hand signal dictionary and also a
fucking charades.
Yeah,
you know, the contract with the
contract. So she is very much on the forefront of his mind. Absolutely. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And it's like she's trying to wreck his foundation. She's trying, like, it's from his perspective, she wants to see him homeless on the street living in a tent with a pair of Yeezys and like a big puffy jacket or one of those weird fashion things that he does. He cannot get that restart. And I think that's part of the reason why he's reaching out to the likes of Tucker Carlson. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson sounds like a chicken restaurant, doesn't it? I really want to go to Tucker Carlson's tonight.
We should send Harry some chicken from Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, right? I think so too. So his worst fear is that he is left completely powerless. And this is our Emperor in reverse, that he's just completely bereft of any power, creativity. And he does feel like the whole situation, the relationship, everything has sucked him dry. And he needs to replenish and get back to that bountiful, enthusiastic, devil may care, I'm going to interrupt Taylor Swift's speech kind of guy. And he's having a hard time getting there. So like that's really kind of what's going on.
Yeah. And they like, I think Amina said it, they are like officially divorced, like they're single people, but they still got to deal with all their finances, custody, and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, you know, Kim's free to go find another Pete Davidson to go tattoo her kids' names on. Why did he tattoo the kids' names on his body?
Did he really? I thought it was just hers and like my girlfriend's a lawyer, which
I don't know, but I think I saw that this week. I don't know why that popped up where it said that Pete tattooed the kids' names, and I'm all, that's weird if that's true.
That is weird.
So let's see. Let's go into then the Hag. and Kim. Let's start with the hag and Kim. Although Kanye alluded that Chris also is a part of it, which makes sense because Chris is attached to whatever any of the kids do. But let's see. The hag.
Do we need some latex gloves for this?
And a body bag or two.
Oh, don't say that. We'll wind up in them. Sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags. Yes. That's something I didn't Google. The other thing I did Google, that's what ended up in my husband's ads on the sidebar of his Facebook.
Big old Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit when I did my splits. Bring that white light down.
Let me get out my cross. Oh.
Oh, God.
I think they're like closer than we ever thought.
Yep, me too. She's like the hot sauce in her purse for this round. You know, the kids really like her. They're really into the Skims. And I don't know. I think it's really good for my branding. I like the Skims, and I like skins too, now that I think about it. So the concern was the likability factor. I got the older one on the top, the younger one on the bottom. The concern was the likability factor for this next round of popularity contest. And she was like, I just don't have the demographic there. I don't have the footing, and they have that really great show, and it's really popular with all the young people. The young people really like it, and the crowds, they are screaming and they are yelling, and she wore that dress and everyone loved it. She's at all the events, and what if they can get to know me through her, then I could be a happy gal. And then the other one, I totally did that well. I'm sorry. I totally I feel horrible.
You now have to go erase.
The other one's like, yeah, well, I have all these things. Have you seen that girl on TikTok that does the Kardashians, every Kardashian episode? So, my whole life, and she does it perfectly. Oh my God, she's so
I don't go on the TikTok. It's scary.
They show up on the Tube of the U's too.
Oh, okay.
But she's absolutely hilarious. She does all of the Kardashians. She does all the Kardashians. And she's like, Courtney's eating salad and poking the fork in, but not picking anything up. It's really funny. So she's like, yes, I didn't pass the bar. And I think I'm kind of over that, but I'm not really sure yet, because I may want to move forward with something like that. And I'm on this platform, and I did some things with the other administration and some prison reform. And it's not, there's some blowback with that one family, because I'm trying to help out a guy who was eating breakfast cereal, but taking out a bunch of people, if you know what I mean, for breakfast. He was taking them out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is this the latest thing in the podcast she has?
So yeah, apparently this one helps people get out of the spa if they're stuck there.
Right.
The spa that we don't want to go to. So apparently one of the guys that they're trying to get out of the spa, the family members of the people that he took out to breakfast.
Oh, got it. They said they were there. They saw it, so they know he did it.
Yes. So that didn't quite work out. So like maybe I need to change my track and like do something different. So she's kind of indifferent about partnering up with this one, but this one thinks it's a great idea.
I see it even more than that. I see this as this is the hag, and the hag is looking for a legacy partner more so than what that beautiful, stunningly beautiful daughter of hers could do. Looking for someone that has, a bit more charisma, less flappy lips. Someone's just a little bit easier on the eyes. She's looking for someone to take over her throne and feels like this person in the Ms. Kardashian has, she has like that media training. She's pretty good at it. She still gets her, sticks her foot in her mouth. But I think she's looking at her as like an apprentice to bring her up in the ranks as a puppet to use in the future. The other one is kind of okay with it because it's taking her into a different atmosphere. I don't know, some other place. However, at some point, this all comes crashing down for the hag, and the Kim is still left unscathed somehow. She might still be higher up in the firm or the Eyes Wide Shut crew. That might work out for her. She's like, I see what you're saying. She's not totally committed to the hag, but she's not totally like detached from the hag. She is getting involved with dealings there.
Okay. And I'm seeing now here, not really moving forward. There's like, oh, you're so great. You're so great too. I just love your hair. Your Chairman Mao outfit is fantastic. I wish I could wear that.
I love all your pantsuits. Have you seen mine? It's a Prada pantsuit. It looks like I shit my pants. I didn't. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, but they just don't. It's not going to work. It's not a good palatable partnership.
It's interesting because to me, I'm almost seeing it as the hag's influence has dwindled quite a bit, and I'm thinking that Chris Jong-un has really like gone up in terms of power there. If temporarily, because I don't think it's long term, because you got Kim, so she's okay for now, but she's getting old, a little long in the tooth. What do you got? Courtney. Courtney's boring as all get out. She all she does is hump Travis and pretend she's a rocker goth girl. And then you got, what's the other one? Chloe. Chloe's desperate for love. She's not going to get involved in that shit. Then you have Kendall. Kendall's pretending to be a supermodel, but she doesn't share any of her life really. And then you have Kylie, who has the fake makeup business. That didn't go so well. And then did you see Bethany Frankel was like outing Kylie?
Totally saw that. And you know what? I didn't watch any of the Housewives stuff. And I just kind of tuned in to Bethany Frankel. I really like her.
She's
like,
amazing.
I really didn't know anything about her, and I really like her now. I'm like, oh, like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I was like totally down for her. I was just like, if you go back and you watch her seasons, oh, you'll just totally enjoy it. They're just entertainment galore.
And she's my age, isn't she? Isn't she like 51, 52?
I assume. I don't know. I don't know what her age is. I thought like the only reason popped back in my mind, I guess, is she was doing some YouTube shorts about what is she calling, like holy shit makeup or something.
Yeah, that's where I ran into her.
Yeah, and so then I was like, oh, what's this? And so I started listening to it, and then I was just like, I can't remember. Like, that's the problem with shorts. Because I watched it, and she said, oh, this is a really good product. I'm like, oh, I need one of those. I'll go try it. And then I forgot, and, Alzheimer's got a hold of me, and I got distracted, and it was just sad time. So didn't try her product she recommended. All right, so we looked into them.
Oh, wait. This wasn't on our list either.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
What do we want to look at? Hi, Amina, by the way.
Look into is it a publicity stunt or was it a political statement? Because it looks like Kanye's trying to break free. We know where Candace stands, but Candace, I don't know, maybe she saw it as an opportunity to pair up. Maybe it's genuine. I don't know. I don't know these people. That's the thing. It cracks me up. Sometimes these, we tend to think we know who these people are. We don't know any of these assholes. They don't know when our birthday is. They don't give a rat's ass if, we woke up without any aches and pains.
Wait, are you talking about
the celebrities in general? Just celebrities in general. It's like a lot of people will, they're like, oh my God, I so love the whoever. And it's like, whoever doesn't even know you exist. That you're sending love to something that doesn't even try to catch it. They don't give a rat's ass about you. That's where I'm.
You said aches and pains, and I immediately thought of Relief Factor and the guy who just ran for governor in your state. What was his name?
Doll?
No. During the recall that wasn't.
Oh, Larry Elder?
Larry Elder. I'm so old. I can't remember people's names.
I was just talking about that recall at the shoe cobbler today. How that was a bunch of BS that.
Hooey.
It's a bunch of hooey. Yeah.
All right. I forgot why we pulled these cards.
We're looking into Kanye and Candace, and the t-shirt. Is it publicity or is it a political statement?
I want to break free.
Oh, I didn't even get one of those.
I want to break free from the people that kept me down. I don't need you. Sorry.
It is kind of like that, though. I think he saw her as like his emotional support lady.
Yeah, his shield, his emotional support reporter. No, I kind of like this. And he kind of rolled the dice on this.
Yeah. I don't like, I think she's kind of like, come do this with me. And I don't think he was quite sure how it was going to go, but I think he was like, fuck it. Let's go. Let's do it. So I think it is not a stunt necessarily. I think it is, their political statement. They're doing it together. She was being that strength for him that he needed to go out and do it. And I kind of think that part of this too segued into, this is the interesting part. I think part of this segues into this interview he's having with Tucker, where then he brings up his ex-wife and he wants to shine a light on what's being done behind the scenes in regards to his ex-wife and all that crew they're attached. Because part of this is he wants to, keep his kids safe. That's kind of interesting too.
This is a step. This is a step for him. Hang on, is that one card? Things are going to happen very quickly. Oh, sneaky snacker.
Oh, we need the box.
First one of the night. Sneaky snacker.
Oh, no, traffic jam. All my papers are traffic. All right. Sneaky.
So, by the way, Greg had an idea that every time I do a sloppy shuffle, I should have a contribution box. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't tell me that. You should.
No, instead of, I'm like, no.
Anna says no.
Instead of, because he was like, wait, did Greg say that or did somebody else say that? No, one of our fans said that. I'm sorry. I feel terrible that I said that. One of our viewers said that I should have a contribution box. Yes, I want to do that. Greg's idea was that I have a sloppy shuffle chalet to match your moon moth manor.
I would make it a shack. I know it doesn't sound as fancy as a chalet, but I like how sloppy shuffle shack. It kind of just rolls off.
Sloppy shuffle snack.
It sounds like some place that Pelosi would go to, like, you know, OD on her ice cream from her, like, bazillion-dollar fridges.
You know what? It might go with my neon light bulb tarot thing anyway. You know what? I want to get rid of this. I didn't realize this brand is like right in your face. There was a little brand up here, and I did our thumbnail, and it was in your face. I'm sorry.
It's okay, honey. So where are we going? So we got okay. So political statement. 45 also warmed up to Bethany. I did not know that. She's been out of my orbit since I haven't been watching Housewives for a minute. So I've, you know,
because she came into my orbit. She's orbiting over here. She's on the East Coast now. Where is she from? Which Housewives?
New York.
She's okay. All right. You're yelling. I never watched Housewives.
Oh shit. So she was out in California. I think her dad was a horse track trainer, something or other. So I think because she knows Kyle Richards is Orange County or LA, Beverly Hills. So she knows all those people in terms of Housewives. But she was in the New York Housewives, and that's where she had gotten her start over there doing her skinny girl stuff.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you. So, for those of you that don't know, I am an epileptic. I'm like a time bomb ready to go off.
Wow.
I have not had a seizure since like 2000, but, you know, touch wood, won't have any more. But I can't have, epileptics should not have synthetic sugars and fake sugars like that. And so, like, I avoid anything that is a fake type of sugar. I stay away from. So, like, any of the diet drink mixes and things like that, I stay away from them. So, like, that, I think that's why I was like, Bethany Frankel, skinny girl, can't have that. So, yeah, like, I'm gonna have to totally rethink it, because I have a setting powder that she did the holy shit stuff, holy shit drugstore stuff. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you should definitely investigate that. I saw her make, I was gonna say she made guacamole toast, but it was avocado toast or something. I've never had it, but I was like, well, all right, it looks like okay. Let's see, Ben and Jerry are not doing well. I've never liked Ben and Jerry.
What's wrong with Ben and Jerry? What's going on with them?
I think they're political a-holes. I think
we don't allow any Ben and Jerry's in this house, despite me being like a huge fan historically. Chubby Hubby is one of my favorite ice creams. I'm sorry, I don't buy it anymore. But they bailed out and paid for the defense of a police officer murderer. So someone that did that to a police officer. So in this house, we don't do that. We don't support organizations.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did some other, because I don't remember that story, but I'm pretty sure they did some other shady shit. I didn't like it, so I never bought it anyway. I'm not a big dessert person, but I remembered that, and I was just like, well, you don't need my money, bitches. Let's see. Oh, I don't know anything about this. Do you know what Heidi's talking about?
That dress.
I can't even keep the Beckhams straight. Last time I paid attention to them, it was they're having the fight with their Harry Jr., Meghan Markle Jr. people. Let's see. Beck.
Her name's Harper.
Oh, Harper. Okay. Oh, 2 days ago. I don't want to look in a video. Oh, is it this low cut shit? Is it this picture?
Oh, I didn't see that. Where are you finding that?
I don't know. Images on my phone search. Who's that? Portia de Rossi or some other person? All these people start to look the same to me. Okay, I think that one is Gigi Hadid. She's the one that claims she didn't get okay, Heidi said yes, that's the picture. Okay. Yeah, why she got to dress like that? She's 11? Come on now. Let's see, are the Beckhams in the Eyes Wide Shut crew? Let me see.
I don't know if I want to know this.
Oh, I want to know. I want to know who all the evil bastards are.
Oh, Beverly did sneaky snack attacks.
Oh, Beverly's so sweet.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, thank you.
After Lives Matter.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I like that. All right, let's see.
I did just read an article about the Beckhams, and Victoria Beckham, of course, eats the same meal every day for the last 150 years. But they were on a show together, and they asked what her like guilty pleasure food was. It was toast with salt.
Toast with salt, no butter?
Toast with salt.
Well, that would explain why she's thin as a rail, I guess. I don't know. Toast with salt?
Toast with salt.
Talk about weird shit to... Oh, you know me, my guilty pleasure, toast with salt. So funny one. This is my new diet. It's very keto or some shit. Kardashians told me about it.
I would have a saltine, except it's racist. Oh, come on.
Oh, my, yes. Oh, they've been in it for a while.
Ooh.
Oh. Mm.
But they hate it.
Oh yeah, they're not they're not in love with it, but they like the money. They like all the connections. They like all that shit. Like, it's an interesting thing. They invited it into their life in a way, right? When they're like, yeah, let's commit to this. Let's be a part of it. And I think that feels like, you know, it feels like this is like their joint commitment, and they've been a part of it for a while. And at times where they're like, they realize that, so they're not like totally brainwashed. So they don't know what's going on. They know what's going on, and they know that they're like now morally bankrupt, pieces of shit, and they can't get out of this. But they like the money. It's kind of like they're stuck. They're not happy with it, but they're happy with their trash can morality.
You know, once upon a time when I was a single gal, my cousin Christina got me a David Beckham poster that I was 30.
Shit.
I kept it on my closet door. And every day I'd open it up and I'd see David Beckham. And, you know, he's good to look at. I don't like his voice. He's got that squeaky voice. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh, God. Most of these people, no buenos. Oh, Beverly's got a recipe for us. Where is it? Toast is my guilty pleasure with butter and jam and a glass of champagne with a wedge of cheese. Mmm.
Yeah. What kind of jam? Do you do like a fig jam? I am a big fan of the fig jam with cheese.
What are you talking about? Fake jam?
Fig.
Oh.
Not fake.
I thought this was some new celebrity fake jam. It's like possible meat. Fake jam. I don't want real berries.
Oh, so speaking of fake celebrity stuff, wait, what was the drug? So there's Ozempic. There's a whole lot of buzz about Ozempic right now. So So
Ozempic.
Ozempic. So full disclosure, when I went to the doctor, I'm of an age, I'm old, and I'm chubby. And I wasn't always. I developed a weight problem just a few years ago. I was always very, very thin and very athletic. And so it turns out that I have a sluggish pancreas, otherwise known as pre-diabetes. So I've been trying to control that with my diet. Things like Gregtoberfest make it very difficult. Birthday cake, popcorn, all the carbs make it very difficult for me. But one of the things that my doctor had talked to me about was Ozempic. It was Greg and I. We have a great doctor, a great GP that we go to. His name's Dr. Michael Simon, and he's absolutely hilarious. We go in together, and it's like an hour and a half of like laughing at the doctor's office. So
Wait, you guys go together? Like, is this a combo doctor appointment? Like, he's like,
yeah.
Greg, like bend over
we go in
and
together.
you. And then he's like got you on the table with the getting your feet up in the thing. Like
No, not that. It's not like a lady doctor. No.
Oh, I thought. Well, I don't know. This is a doctor extraordinaire. I don't know what he's doing. He might have 8 arms. He might be an octopus, and he's like, bend over, Gregopedia, spread them, Anna. I'll get this done at once.
No, we usually go just in our clothes and like we have our vitals done and like.
Oh,
okay. That's like no one gets naked. It's not weird. But no, like I have my appointment and then Greg has his right after. So we just go into the room together. So he had recommended that I research this drug called Ozempic because it's one of the things. What it does is it stops your body, your stomach from emptying quite so quickly. So you stay full longer, and it supports the pancreas in doing what it does. So one of the side effects is, he said, I have to tell you, one of the side effects is rapid weight loss. So I found out, and Candace Owens just did a show on it. It's you can find it on YouTube. That this is one of the Hollywood tricks, and apparently Ozempic is very, very difficult to find now for people that are actually diabetic, actually a type 2 diabetic, or in a similar situation like I am, where like they need something to give a little bit of support. So it's pretty wild. So I was actually going to call my doctor. I also saw that some people are paying upward of $750 per treatment out of pocket. So all these celebrities, did you see what I did there? Celebrities. Oh, that's not, I got to write that down.
Yeah, add it to our list of our new lexicon. Yeah, I'm trying to think about.
So they're hogging up all the Ozempic.
That's interesting, but I'm like, which ones? Because I'm thinking Kardashians won't be taking it because they just go to surgery allegedly and get a rib pulled out or two, whatever, right? To get their, well, at least for her to get her little waistline. But I guess it would make sense because then, you don't have to get knocked out and get your stuff sucked out.
Yep. Could lose like 11 pounds a week on it.
What?
Yep.
Holy cow. That's a lot.
What did you say?
She said, if you're chubby, I'm the queen of the Moon Moth Manor.
Beverly, I've seen you on Zooms. You are gorgeous, my love. You are gorgeous.
Oh.
Elizabeth says she's glad our doctor wears clothes. No, he's actually one of the coolest things about our doctor is he's very, very he researches a lot of things, and he's on a lot of research teams. So when you go in there, like whatever's going on with you, he has a lot of information at hand, and he gives you a lot of information. He's like, I want you to go home and research this and look at this website. He's really great. That's
a weird doctor. I don't have one of those here.
Yeah, he's great. I was actually trying to get my mom to go, and Greg's parents.
Yeah, I would go.
Yeah, it's. I'm like, please don't ever retire.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go see him at his house so he retires and come into his back room. You and Greg can go together still, but he won't be wearing clothes now.
Here, Amina said, I knew there was another name of it. Wegovy. They
always make the weirdest names. It's almost like they're throwing spirit dice, and they're like, Oh, that reminds me. Let me throw some spirit dice. We'll come up with a name right now.
Oh, Excitable 67. No, it's not like usually research online. Like he gives us links to actual like studies that were done, so we can see, you know, like, and everybody can see that. What are you pulling out with the spirit dice?
I was going to come up with a new medicine to help the people who are stuck in the Eyes Wide Shut crew. This will help dissolve that trauma bond. So let's see. Pobava Vixalan. I think that'll be good. Then we'll have to figure out how to shorten that, because that'll be the official name of the chemical compounds. So we have POBAVIXLAN, Po. Oh, wait, no, it should be Povaxilon. There we go. It was right in my head. So Povaxilon, that'll be our new Eyes Wide Shut.
Brilliant idea is coming through. You should have a crystal set, the Povaxilon anti Eyes Wide Shut. Don't get sucked into the cult.
Can you imagine?
Make a bundle and put it on your AlyciaWicker.com right away.
You know, then the owners of the Tube of the U would say, no, that's not going to happen, because we're going to block that algorithm that leads them to your site. We don't want them out of the gang. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Excitable 67's like, Vixland would have been good. I wanted to make it a full official name, so it sounded like their stuff.
It totally sounded like, I didn't write it down. What was it again?
Povaxilon. Watch, somebody's like, that's my new medicine. You can't use it. We're using it to melt facial hair off of rats.
Okay, if you rub it on your ear, you grow a mouse on your ear. Remember when they were doing that? They were making the human body parts.
Yes. I hated seeing the poor rat with somebody's ear on it. Horrible. So what are we looking into your drug?
Oh, no. I was just saying that. But allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, there are the people who are rapidly losing weight right now
are using it.
Perhaps their shows have their friends and sisters and moms discussing it. Look.
Oh, really?
I didn't say it. I'm not for sure.
Well, see, because now I saw her for a migraine commercial.
She was giving one, or?
She didn't give me a migraine in that commercial, but she was, I believe, talking about it. And then I had the whole tinfoil hat thing of like, am I seeing this because I used to have migraines? Is this programming just for me? So I don't know. Maybe she is going to do some ads. I don't know.
So Chloe is actually my favorite Kardashian.
I would concur. Although I really want to hang out with the head demon, Chris.
So did you see her all gummied up on the preview for... I don't watch their show.
Oh, I watched it today at lunch.
So did you see the one where she went to the restaurant and she was all gummied up, cracking up?
Oh, yeah. I was like, I went to that restaurant once when I went to Palm Springs with my sister-in-law. We didn't stay at a fancy pants like Palm Springs house, but we did go to see the Elvis Hideaway. Anyhow, yeah, I saw her and it was like ridiculous because she was like, and she just kept taking the dinner napkin and putting it up over her face because she couldn't stop crying. I was like, bro, like what was in that thing?
Do you think it was legit?
I think it was because there was her face turned weird. Like, you know how they have so much stuff injected in there so they don't look old? And it was like starting to like melt in this weird contortion because I think the muscles underneath were fighting to come back to life, but they were like deadened and it couldn't happen. So it was like weird. bad.
The gummies affected it.
You should wash her face. It's total like there's like, I don't know, raccoons fucking under her face. It's horrible.
All right, so I gotta tell my gummy story. Full disclosure: in New Jersey, it is legal. So, you know, historically, I was a big fan of that particular product because I was really skinny and I couldn't drink. I would have like 3 drinks and I'd be like telling everybody's secrets and calling my friends' girlfriends the ex-girlfriend's name. Like, I just was a disaster when I drank. So I was one of those people that always was a joker and a smoker. And
Midnight toker.
I was, and I gave it up after after I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, and so that was a long time ago. And when it became legal here in New Jersey again, I was like, yeah, I'll dip back in. So somebody gave me some gummies, and they were the Sleepy Time Indica gummies, and they were great. And so then I went down to the store.
Down by the river, there's this man whittling wood.
Wait, it is down by the river, and it's a van. It's a van down by the river. And if you want to know what it is and you're in New Jersey, send fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. I'll send you a link to the website. There's 3 of them in New Jersey. And so I went down there and the guy only had hybrid stuff. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So I was very careful with the ones that I had gotten first. I cut them into 4s because I was told don't eat a whole one. So so I got the new little bag of it. I'm like, all right, do this. So I took one out to cut it up and I put it on the plate and it was stuck. 2 of them were stuck together. So I pulled them apart and I put one down and I cut that one into 4s. And then I scooped those up and threw them in the bag and took the whole one and swallowed it. And I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? So I was like, well, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm going to fall asleep. You know, like I'm in danger of like eating too many cookies. I was a disaster by midnight.
I don't want to be on that shit. I
was paranoid. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't read. I was just like, meh. It was not good. So, fun story. Don't take a whole one.
No, all I've had is that CBD stuff, and that was about it because I've never had any in my entire life. And I'm like scared shitless because I've heard enough friends who are like, I got all that stuff, I tried it, had it edible, whatnot, and I was paranoid for hours. My friend told me she went incognito mode on her phone browser trying to find out how long the high would last. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was while I thought it was a way to control the dosage, it wasn't. I still prefer the smoking part. You know, the smoking part is much. I hope my mom's not watching this. My mom's gonna.
Oh my God, Anna!
I like my phone starts ringing. I am 51 years old. Yes, my mother does still yell at me.
Oh God! So where are we going now? Amina, she had something about. She wanted to find out about the Herschel Walker story.
Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with that. Let's check.
Yeah, because I heard, his son, like, I guess he's I don't know what he is. He might be a podcaster. I don't know, these kids and all the jobs they make for themselves. But he was calling out his dad and he said, you're basically a liar and, you left us and you did that. And Herschel saying, no, misconstruing it. Even 45 is saying they're slandering him. I don't know. So did he pay for the girlfriend to say bye-bye to baby?
Oh.
Oop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there was a situation there.
There's a situation there. It's interesting too. I'm almost wondering though, it's in the way it's coming up for me is not totally like as direct as the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost like there was some type of relationship there. There's a pregnancy that happens. There's something about like, what are we going to do about this? And then something else happens. So I don't know that it's actually that. That's not how I'm getting it. This feels like there's some type of intervention here, but I don't know that was the entire God, what word is that?
Intended and tired?
Yes, intended. Are you going to write that one down too? Anyhow, there's something else going on here. That's not the full story. I don't feel like that was it.
I'm pulling one right here. Was it his?
Okay.
Oh, what do you read the Chariot as? You think that's
I'd
a yes?
Yes. I'd say it's a yes.
Okay. Did he ask for that to happen? Yes. Did he pay her?
Is that pay for services? Here's my thing. I'm wondering, did he ask? Because I'm wondering, is there something wrong with the baby?
Something wrong with the baby? No.
Interesting.
This is interesting because I think that there was some money that exchanged other than the service. But it wasn't enough for her. I don't think it was enough. So what's the deal with the kid, with the son, who's blowing his dad up now? Because I had that King of Cups underneath that he, like he did this in a nice way. It wasn't like he was like, yeah, take care of this situation.
Here's a 20 on the nightstand. No, I think there's something else to it. I don't think it's the way that it's being portrayed. I don't know if it's that there's something wrong with the baby or some other circumstance that is not being made aware, because it does not feel like, hey, here's some money, go down to the local shop and get taken care of. It doesn't feel like that. But so, okay, let's look into what's his son, the podcaster or whatever he is, because he's basically saying Herschel was a terrible dad. He wasn't there. He left us, abandoned us, didn't take care of us. He's basically a POS for a father.
So I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. So I think that like when you're married to like a footballer or basketballer or anything like that, it's like being married to a rock star. They're going to be on tour, during the season. They're not going to be around. You can't really expect them to be like that kind of a participating parent, because as it is, like, some musicians can get away with not like rehearsing and practicing in between tours or albums because they just do their thing and then there's production. But as an athlete, that's a year-round job. Like, you have to be conditioned to be an athlete. You can't be a professional level player without, maintaining that. I'm always surprised, like, when one of them like comes up with a substance problem, because I'm like, how'd you do that? Like, didn't you have to get up at like 7 a.m. and like go run laps and do things like that? So
probably depends on the substance, though.
I guess so.
Definitely not an edible that you had, but for other things.
No, I just had a headache. It was like, make it stop. So I'm looking to see what this son's motivation is. Like, what is the purpose of this? Not thinking. Bad choice. It's putting an end to... He's screwing up his relationship further with his dad. Didn't ask anybody about it before he did it. What do you got?
Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, I'm going to say that he doesn't have the full details of this. He's already had a strained relationship with his father, and this was to rise his star for his podcast.
I'm getting the podcast thing too here.
Or whatever he has. If we find out he has some other thing. Whatever his adventure is here, this is to rise his star. That's what I'm saying. He wants to raise.
He doesn't have the whole story.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't have all the details, and he's just kind of like, this is like, I hate to bring her up, but it's like a very Meghan Markle kind of thing. It's like, well, I feel this way. I'm going to tell you how I feel and rebrand it as fact.
Oh, did you see? I guess allegedly, she already fired her PR person, or
she just got there.
Man, I hope they don't have a long, drawn-out training time when they join on, because then it's like, oh, well, now that you've learned our process, you're fired. Goodbye.
Yeah, the health insurance doesn't even kick in for 90 days.
Oh, God. Do you think they even have health insurance over there?
No, I don't think they do. I think she's like, here, we have a wellness program.
Yes, you can go to Better Up, and you can learn how to tap it all away. Tap all that anxiety away that you might have when you're dealing with my brilliant, dim-witted Ginger. Isn't he the best?
So is somebody in, what's the son's name? What is his name?
I don't know. Let's see. Christian Walker?
Christian?
Well, I'm going to go with, because Beverly said Christian Walker's mama is not on good terms with Herschel. It's not surprising he has anger issues towards his daddy. So I'm going to go that Christian is his name.
I'm going to see if somebody's influencing this influencer. No, I don't think so. I think this is a dumb kid move.
Yeah.
We didn't know his name before this. I think that was really the whole point.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got issues with his daddy, but I don't know that this was I don't know, maybe he went to Harry Markle's school of, how to, do PR wrong when your daddy's trying to.
Well, it worked so well for Harry and Meghan. Why not?
I mean, hello. Who else is going to get Jack Johnson tickets at the Santa Barbara Bowl?
I really need Johnny Depp tickets.
Do you like Jeff Beck that much to go to that?
No, I want to go see Johnny Depp.
I
want to be like Johnny Depp. Do you remember me from Barney's Beanery? It was 1997. I was much better then.
They're going to kick you out of the venue. They're like, what's up with this Looney Tune?
Barney's Beanery.
Oh, God.
So if I'm not here for Dueling Tarot next week, guys, it's because I got arrested.
Oh, my God. That is crazy. No. Oh, Celtic Rune Singer knew of Christian before this.
Oh.
I had not heard of him. But I also have to say I haven't really been on Tube of the U all this week, and there's very few podcasts. I don't listen to anything religiously anymore. I don't have enough time. How did we have so much time during the beginning stages of the bug?
I don't know, but I watch yours.
I appreciate it. I just feel like this week I popped in on one of yours. I happened to be able to not be doing a reading or something. I was doing inventory, so I was able to do that. But man, I don't have time anymore. At least this past week I haven't.
That, like last week when I was like, I'm on live right now and nobody's here. Come visit me.
I know. I'm like, I was doing a reading.
I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but I was lonely.
Can you imagine? I'm like, so it says, I'm sorry, I have to stop this reading right now. Anna's doing a live. I need to go get in her chat right now.
Oh my God. Well, I had a live reading going on, and my son came down to he came downstairs. I muted it, and I'm like, I'm doing a reading. Just be quiet and Then he goes and he shows up with all of his friends, and they're like this herd of teenagers. Stomp, 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 stomp. The dogs bark, and then the dog comes running down here, and then all of them come down, and I'm like, WTF? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, I'm literally working. Go away. And then I told him I'd make them cheeseburgers. I'm like, I'll make you cheeseburgers when I come up. Just go away. And they leave. And when I went upstairs, we didn't have any burger buns. We had like 2, and there was like 5 of them. I was like, I'm going to have to order pizza.
I'm like, can't you get DoorDash? Hello.
Oh, I will never get DoorDash again. I ordered 40 McNuggets, French fries, and a shake, and I think it cost $40 for my son. I think it was the week that you were like, go eat your McDonald's, and I was like, I didn't get him any.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah, that cost me like $40.
Yeah, DoorDash. One time, the guy, he didn't deliver it to our house; he delivered it to the neighbors. And then we're like, dude, you didn't deliver our food. And then he's trying to get us to try and prove that we didn't get the food he delivered. I'm like, what are you smoking, you Nidiot? No, Nidiot. That's a new one too. Nidiot. It's a Nimrod and an idiot together. A Nidiot. Oh my God. My brain has malfunctioned tonight. That means later on Facebook, when I've had some wine, I will just be on fire, I'm sure.
This girl is on fire.
She's an idiot.
So what didn't we? Oh, we didn't cover the big topic.
Oh yes, the what is that song? Is that REM? It's the end of the world as I know it. I feel fine.
Well, yes, yes.
I mean,
back in college, I knew all the words to that.
I don't think I knew all the words to that. I don't think I knew all the words to any REM song. No, can't say that I have. I can't say I'm a big fan. No. I just bought an Evanescence album from 2013. That's how fucking behind I am on shit.
Amy Lee's got a ridiculous voice, though.
I was like, this is my jam. I wish I'd known about this music sooner. So yeah, I'm like behind. I don't know what to tell you. I've got weird delayed music taste. All right, so that's what he had here was Corn Pop. Speaking of Armageddon, the risk is at the highest level since the Cuban crisis. Now, here's the interesting part to me. He said that the risk of this thing is at the highest level since the Cuban deal during a fundraiser. It
was last night, right?
Why are you raising money if you think this is the end of everything? Why? Just saying. Because you're not going to be able to spend money.
Hey, you're right. I feel like Dumb and Dumber. I'm like, hey, Harry, you're right.
I'm just saying, if this is like so scary, why are we raising money? You're not going to need money where we're all going. Because I have no fear.
So, and then the article that I saw when we were in the green room before the show, guys, was that it was said based on no new intelligence. He just
vomited that out. So then I think it was, did the White House or the cute girl or somebody, did they walk it back? I don't know, probably. But so basically he's out there, you know, I don't know if he was shaking ghost hands or not. I wonder what else he does with ghosts.
The whole room of them.
Well, no, I was thinking I was trying to think, you know how there's a succubus and an incubus? And I was like, I always get them confused about which one's which. And I was just wondering if he's hooking up with those. That could be really gross. Oh, that should be his call sign on the plane.
Nimrod, number 1 on the tarmac.
Nimrod 1. All right, so let's see about, what do you want to see? Do you want to see if he's just like demented and just making shit up?
So this is me not being a psychic. I think what we have here, like, remember when I said last week, like, Harry has almost gotten his lines right? Like, they've given him talk pads and lines that he should present, and he said them, but like, he talked about 2-1 instead of 2A, or I'm sorry, 1A instead of 2A.
Oh,
and was like, it's bonkers. And like, I think he meant 2A, not 1A. I think this one is the same way. I think they've had so many episodes with the teleprompter. I think they try and keep it as simple as possible, but he hears things and gets ideas. Just crazy.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. This will sound really good and like really explosive and exciting.
Come on, man. Oh, that donation. We had that other donation last week and we didn't get jack shit, man. Come on.
So like the whole, like I took propaganda and persuasion when I was at university because my concentration was in pre and post revolutionary Russian literature, and that is a huge component of it. So, you know, the when you're trying to use propaganda to persuade people, you really do need to have some component of excitement, emotional arousal out of your people. So I think he doesn't realize like how incendiary
that the right is. Word.
Yeah, he doesn't know, but like he thinks like this is going to get asses in the seats. It's going to excite people. They're going to get mad. So
that's just what I was thinking. I was like, gosh, how can I get more people to my YouTube channel? Well, let me scare the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, and like in the meantime, I think everybody around him's going no in slow motion. Yeah. So I don't know. Let's see if he's Mr. Dement. You know, not all there.
Yes. A couple tacos short of a combination.
He has emptied his cup and his cupboard.
Yeah.
Oh.
What you got, sister?
That got interesting.
Mine's kind of interesting.
Go ahead. Yeah, are you ready? Or
yeah, I'm ready. Do you want to go?
You go first.
Okay. I think this is how we get him out of the office.
So do I! This is the start of it. I'm sorry. We have to be nonpartisan.
Yeah. Okay.
There may be some things afoot.
Let me say, I don't want to be partisan at all. No, I'm going to let the cards speak. Come to me, cards. What are you saying? Listen. Oh, I have to interpret the cards. Looks like we're at a decision time here for Mr. Senor Corn Pop. We're looking to send him on a bon voyage journey out of town, out of Dodge, perhaps via the Foggy Bottom Tunnel. This is going to be more so we're putting the spotlight on him and not so much the finances, the dirty dealings of the Nimrod Jr., right? this is the perfect opportunity to say that he was at the one, I don't know, pubic hair touch away from a red button of explosions. And we had to do what was important to get him out of Dodge.
Writing down pubic hair touch.
Oh my God. I don't think that's exactly what I was, pubic hair touch, but
well,
okay.
That's how it came out. It's written down now. It's on the list.
Already there.
So, what do you think of this when I did this little configuration? I don't know if it makes it easier for people to see the cards or what.
I think it does. It makes it easier for me to see the cards.
All right, so maybe we'll keep doing this in the future. So,
Yeah.
all right, so I've got the same thing. So this was, this is a great idea. Like I cooked up this great idea and I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to influence people and how they think. And I think this is going to create a whole new foundation. And I'm going to be the guy who takes care of everybody and has it all together, bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. And everyone's going to, I'm Friendly Joe. Everybody's going to love me. But no.
That's my leg hair.
Yeah. Didn't work at all. It was like a big wet squib. Terrible. So now they're like, we gotta fix this shit like right away. So there's no walking this back. He's gonna be stuck with it. He's not gonna be able to untangle himself from this and then we gotta start planning for the future. We gotta start looking at how we're gonna move this forward because this shit ain't working.
No, we might have to get Newsom.
Dude.
What a nightmare. Mr. Hair Gel Deluxe. Let's look into then, because we know that, Beverly is saying, that's what I was telling you about too before we popped on, how they bought like, what was it, 290, 300 million of this thing. So let's see why they bought it. Because I'm wondering, is that related to the New York City PSA? Remember about like, do I wash my hair or not? That kind of thing. Is this like to freak people out? Is this because they actually think there's I can't imagine. I can't even get into the DMV without that getting effed up. I don't know how they would dispense any of this. So
I just want to say, like, we can actually see New York from our house. So, like, if anything happens to New York, like, we're in a bit of trouble over here. I just want to say that. I will still broadcast, but we're a bit close.
You might be glowing.
I maybe. I won't need my ring lights anymore. But
you know what? Rocket Man could get me over here since he can't seem to shoot anything straight. So, I don't know.
So that was my next, like, what, as the crow flies, like, how close are you to a metro area?
Shit. We calculate stuff in minutes. We're like 40 miles from LA.
Okay.
Which is more like, that's why I'd say like, oh, it's an hour to an hour and a half, depending on traffic away. But
it's anywhere between a half hour and 6 hours.
Pretty much, yeah.
When I lived in LA and I lived in Korea, where did I live? In Koreatown? Was I in Korea? Yeah, I was in Koreatown. When I lived there, I worked in Santa Monica, and on a regular day, like not during traffic hours, it took me like 20 minutes to get there. But when I went to work in the morning, it was an hour and a half. I'd get 2 Starbucks and I'd smoke like a whole pack of cigarettes on the way there.
Oh, it's horrible. That's like the whole thing. It's like, I would go to, when I worked for my job, we would go into LA, down into downtown LA, and it was supposed to, like, if it was a good day, we could get there in 20 minutes from our office. And if it was like, we just happened to go at the wrong time, then we were stuck on that freeway forever. And then there was the times where I'd go hit up the cemeteries on the weekends, but I would go early. I'd like leave the house at 7. I'd get there by 7:30, go check out all the celebrities at the cemetery. It was good times.
I applied for a job at Hollywood Forever. I almost worked there.
Did I tell you we had parties there? Or a party?
You did.
Yes. That was a good party. I like that cemetery. I haven't been in a while. I need to go back. There's a lot of new people there to go see. I think Estelle Getty's there. All right, so let's check up. First, let's see why did they stock up on these things, the medicines.
There are certain people who are going to be at the front of that line because they really deserve to survive.
Daffy Duck, is that you?
Yes, Daffy Duck.
Hi, Cat. I'm getting this is like, I don't know, just like, it doesn't feel like whatever they bought's going to do jack diddly shit. And it feels like this is kind of like, so everybody can feel more comfortable about this because we know what our Nimrod one has been saying. This is going to make you all feel better that as we go into this scary journey where no one can tape his mouth shut, have some faith that we have something to help you. I think this is PR. I don't think this is like legit.
I don't think it is either. And that's what I'm pulling for right now. All right. So I hate to tell all of our 71 fabulous friends that are here. If something like this happens, the rest of us, we're going to be on our own. We're not, I hope you enjoy having a tail. Let's just put it that way. So the plans that are in place for the people, the people that are important, the truly important people, they are going to be just fine. The contingency plans are in place. They will get in our aeroplanes and go to the places of security. But the rest of us are fucked on the ground. And you're just on your own, and it'll be chaos and running amok, but they'll be in their underground bunker, preserving the philosophies and more important things of humanity, only to rise to the surface when the rest of us are all dead.
I wish Nimrod 1 sounded like that. That would make everything he says so much better. Come on. Can you say come on, man, like that?
Come on, man. Oh my god, I almost sounded like H.G. Tudor. I almost said H.G. Tudor. Oh, come on, man. You plebeians are just going to be living amongst the mutants and awful things on the surface. So enjoy your sunburn. You'll like to be tan anyway.
You dog-faced pony soldier.
Yes, you'll be tan and hairless. So I gotta acknowledge Beverly. You are the love of my life. Annabelle knows in terms of political. Yes, I do. Oh, we love you, boo boo.
Oh, that's a heart. Oh shit.
No, you did it. Here.
My kid was showing me a different way to do a heart. Oh no. I can't. I'm like retarded T-Rex.
Like Ace Ventura.
Oh God.
We gotta work on that.
Well, I have my camera reversed, so like my shirts are red, right? You can see I Love Elvis in the back. So then I always get confused. I'm a hot mess.
I'm a hot mess too. But I think if any of this, now let's look at the likelihood of something like this actually happening.
Okay.
I think you and I differed on opinion for the Nord Stream too.
Yes.
Yes, I think we differed. But once again, it's one of the beautiful things about Dueling Tarot. We can differ, come up with something different, and I'm not attacking your psychic ability or your intellectual abilities.
And it's a ditto back. Wait, is Ditto from Ghost? Yes, Ditto's.
Yes, it was. Oh, are we having that moment?
Oh my God, we need some clay and some water. And oh God, our husbands will get turned on. Never mind.
Gregopedia would be like, oh, it's going to take so long.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. My husband, he probably wouldn't pay attention either. I don't know. I was thinking my husband wouldn't get turned on by that. He would just be like, I'm going to go watch a car video. I'm like, okay, great.
When you said a car video, I immediately pictured like the Hot Wheels cartoons that like Angus watched when he was like 3 years old. It was like,
oh, I wish it was that. No, these are like so much worse. It's like these dudes trying to make old clunkers try to run again. So there's a lot of and then it's just like over and over, and then it's like letting the car run for a good 20 minutes. So all I hear in the house while he's out in his man cave is this deep rumble, and I'm like, come on, I can't believe these people get millions of views. I cannot believe it. I need to have a car
channel. Is your husband a motorhead like that? Does he like muscle cars? And I know you guys have a Hemi too.
Yes, because he has his Mustang in the garage, his old, I think it's a 70 Mustang.
Does he?
I think it's a 70 Mustang, yeah.
My first car was a 65 Mustang, and it was the love of my life. Sorry, Gregopedia.
I think he had one of those, and then his mom made him give it away or sell it to get a Honda Prelude. When I was like, I liked your Honda Prelude. It was like the only stick shift I could drive easily was a Honda stick shift.
Yeah, I will one day. I will own another Mustang. I will own another 65 Mustang. I will.
Well, if you're a rich kid here, you could own one. There's some little shit around town that's got one, and I'm like, baller parents.
Yeah, I will have one again, because that car was absolutely a peach. So, all right, is this threat real? Are we really going to have a problem? Hey, lady! Hey, lady's here. Oh, hey, lady's being forced to watch a car video right now.
My condolences. I hate those car videos.
Sends healing energy to Hey Lady.
Oh, God. It's horrible. I hate all of them. There's so many channels of these guys doing this shit. Like, oh, no.
Oh, my God. Wait. And CF, we have to do this after.
Hey, what are Qdoba tortilla chips? Qdoba?
I don't know. We have to look that up, too.
Yeah. All right. We'll end on the Qdoba tortilla chips. But let's see. What are the chances of like some real shit?
So how about we do a real chance of you having it out there, and or maybe you want to switch? You want me to see if there's a chance it's going to happen out there, and you see if it's going to happen out here?
All right. Yeah. I'm going to check East Coast. You do West Coast. Oh, I feel like we're in a rap thing.
Nah, I think this is another just like, everybody run and act amok, blah, for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. Now, I think you guys might actually get a more scary notification than we do. This feels like
Let's get that nice rainbow. Well, wait. Oh, here. Let me do what I did again.
Oh, yes.
Whoop.
Okay. So I think there's there's scare here, but you know, all the cards around it are not like, oh my god, it's the end of the world, right? This is coming to me as if we need something to scare the living daylights out of you, and that's like why we've been putting out our PSAs. That's why I think, who knows if they're going to start putting up those like you know, like when people are doing highway work and they have the little flicker signs on the side of the road with messages and shit. I think there's something to the East Coast where we want to get something scary going on, but it's manufactured. It's not legit. So it's just another, we're putting out a story that's not legit here. It's PR, which is like, they're telling bullshit stories. There's nothing going on, but I think you might actually get a scary alert.
Yeah, like East Coast people, like we're like, get the fuck out of here. Like unless we see it, you know, like we're just like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's a bullshit thing. I don't, anybody's just gonna be like, what the fuck am I gonna do? If it happens, what? I'm just gonna like what? Go where? Nowhere. Like, no. I think that's the idea though. I think this is all scare just to get people to shit their pants. Oh, who's texting me? Oh, I thought my husband was asking if I wanted wine. No.
I'll be honest, like I could use a few days off. Like,
oh God, I want a few days off. I totally want to go to I don't know, anywhere but here.
Yeah, what deck is that? That Celtic Rune just said those ghosts are cute.
This is the Boo Tarot, and this lady's in another country, and I don't remember where, but if you look for the Boo Tarot, you'll find it. And then the cool thing is on some of those cards, I don't know if you can see it, but the little ghosty right here has like hologrammy glitters in it. So,
oh my God, what card is that?
That is the Fool card. Isn't it cute?
I'm really loving that deck.
Oh, I was like, oh, now not every like this ghosty has no hologram or anything on it, but the illustrations are just super cute. I mean, that is 6 of Wands. Look. Oh. So
writing like on a little pumpkin guy. Is that Judgment?
Yep. It's so cute. I love the little ghost. This
so
is like
totally McDonald's. I'm loving it. I stole that from that was a comedian said that.
I used that
McDonald's.
Deck. What was the Ghost of Flight 401. I used this deck for that reading. It was so cute. I love that reading. So yeah. Okay. Oh, what was our other question about the tortilla chips?
Oh wait.
Oh, you didn't give us yours. I'm sorry. I'm rushing along.
Do you want to know what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I don't care.
So it just doesn't seem like the ground is fertile for this kind of a event or for a publication of some kind of event like this. It seems like everyone is distracted with some other things like gas prices and, you know, just the cost of living. And it's not really, they try to kind of float that message out there, but it just doesn't really fly. It's like they can't really get a cohesive storyline together that makes sense. There's too many people that are writers and screenwriters out there. But I do think that it's going to be a heightened sense of awareness, perhaps from the event that's on the other side, from the PR that's on the other side. Like maybe there's like, oh, maybe we should pay attention to this. Well, the people over in the New York City area, like they're being like really conscious and like careful and like they're freaked out. And, you know, like maybe we should just be like a little bit more cautious and, you know, have some things that are ready to go just in case. But here's something curious. Perhaps we take a look and see if it happens maybe at the Capitol.
Oh. Let's see. You were sounding very Kardashian, and I was like, why don't we have a Kardashian news anchor?
Oh, why don't we?
I don't know. I think we should get one. I mean, I'm trying to think who would be the best news anchor. Probably Courtney, because she's boring as fuck. So
How do you
Alright.
guys like when I pull up the card view? Let me know how you like that, because I actually think it works well. I'm just saying.
Well, I like it for my elder eyes.
I have elder eyes too.
Yeah.
That sounds like ultra psychic vision though.
Elder eyes? Oh, it does.
Elder eyes now that I'm old.
Because first thing I was thinking about is Loggins and Messina, your angry eyes. With your elder eyes.
There's so many songs with eyes. That like I'm thinking like elder eyes. What is that? Hungry Eyes? I can't remember that part.
Hungry Eyes. That's on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, right?
Yes. Okay, that's where I got it from. Eyes of an elder. That's a Billy Idol song. Oh, Excitable 67 with the Ebony Eyes. I love that song. I'm so old.
I don't know Ebony Eyes. I feel like I'm missing a song.
It's like 70s like cocaina rock. I'm sorry. It's like I Have Fondue and cocaina.
Really? Okay. Oh, I think you might be onto something here over that way. This, yeah. Oh, this is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
I was thinking about him the other day. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Okay, what one are you going to put up? You want to go first?
I think it's so funny. Everyone's putting eye songs in there now.
Eyes Without a Face. My brown eyed girl.
We're going to have to do like a Weird Al parody video of Elder Eyes. We need Weird Al. So, yeah, there's like almost like a wiping of the whiteboard kind of thing. But not everybody likes this idea. It's guard is let down. They kind of bit off more than they could chew. They said things that they shouldn't have said. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you did that. Thank you.
I did it.
So, yeah, that's Is it going to come from without though?
Come from without?
Yes, I think. I don't think it's going to come from the source that they think it's going to come from. I think it's going to come from the same place that allegedly the 45 thought that the thing that kept us in the house for 2 years came from. I think it's going to come from there, not from the country that I studied when I was in school.
Oh, but you're seeing it as a actual thing or a threat of a thing?
I'm seeing that there is going to be definitely a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely going to be, listen, we know that we can pull this off, and these are the facts as to why we can do this. We know there is a chink in your armor. That was not a play on words.
Disclaimer. I like how everything in the English language has to be.
I can't say that in front of Greg. Anytime I say chink in the armor, he's like, hey. And I'm like, really? Like,
yeah. I don't even get the reference to the countries as you are. However, I am seeing this as like almost like to that zone to hunker down. Like
Yeah.
they have to hunker down or get the fuck out of Dodge. There's something like it reminds me back in September, that date. Do you remember? Okay. That
It was
date.
September 21st, though.
I know. Well, you know.
I know which one.
So it reminds me of that. So that was like for here, it was like, you know, oh, don't go into work, don't go into LA because, you know, there's something else on the loose that hasn't been corralled and we don't know yet. That's what I'm getting with this for DC.
Yeah, right here, same thing. There's going to be like an all points bulletin. Hey, you know, that this is something, and you know, you guys better because something may. I think we're going to see people coming out of that area. I think we're going to see. I wonder where 46 is going to go. Think he'll go to Delaware? Or you think he'll go to that mountain where we keep all the seeds?
Maybe he's going to go to Promises Rehab in Malibu to see Nimrod too.
It doesn't look like he's going to leave. He's going to stand his ground. He'll stay there. Is that a way to get rid of him?
Get away from here.
Oh, that's a way to get rid of a bunch of people.
Oh, it is. But I think all the chickens would just leave. I can't imagine anyone over there would stand and defend. And I mean, I could see, okay, if Nimrod 1 stays, it's because there's
free ice cream.
Free ice cream or, you know, something to sniff. But yeah, no. And Jilly, she's not going to stay with his dumb ass. She'd have to go somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know.
C'est Podway. Isn't that what she said? C'est Podway?
Yes, Podway. C'est Podway. Jill C'est Podway. Maybe that could be her name.
She's going to need a new identity when all this is over.
Oh my gosh. Maybe she could join Archwell as a PR person. She's really good at words. She could write all the word salad stuff. Yes. All that money. Oh, yes, I forgot. Dr. Jill. I apologize. She is my hero and Lord and Savior of medicine.
Again, Ben Shapiro. There's Dr. Seuss, Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Jill Biden.
Oh, I can't with her.
So are you fried? We went a little long tonight.
I am kind of fried. I am kind of like, yeah. I can't even remember all the silly words I came up with today.
Oh, well, I wrote them down. We have
good.
Defunctional, Kamalasis, which I'm not sure, is that spelled with a Y? Like Kamalasis?
Like dialysis? Kamalasis?
I think it's, yeah.
Like analyst?
I think it's spelled with an I. Looking at it. Kamalasis. And then there's celebrities. Povaxilon. And
you have to write notes next to this shit because you're going to look at it next week and I won't remember any of it. I'll be like, I don't know what that was about.
There's Tired.
Wait, what?
Tired.
I already forgot what that one was.
It's like you tried to say entirety.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the entire.
I'm tired. That's the entire part of the situation. I know if I give it my full Kamalasis.
Then there's Nidiot, which if we do some products, like if we have mugs, Nidiot is on there. Oh, and Nimrod. We have to keep Nimrod. Not that you made that. No, not that you made it up, but
Nimrod 1 and Nimrod 2. We have to keep them straight. You know, because that makes it official. So like when he's flying on the plane, they probably call it Nimrod 1.
Yes. And then there was a pubic hairs touch away from the red button.
This is why I can't go out and I can't be left alone unsupervised anywhere. This is how I always got in trouble, just saying inappropriate things. I can't trap them in my mouth.
I kind of disagree. I think that the greater world needs this kind of education and support and exposure to other things, psychic and linguistically. Like, you know, the language is always evolving. So
did you put down elder eyes? That's a very important one we need to keep, elder eyes.
Elder eyes, yes. I feel like that's like something the fairies get, or like the elves and like in Tolkien, like they get elder eyes when they get older, and that's they get their vision.
What did the Keebler elves get?
Like chocolate chip corns on their feet or something.
That sounds like something Corn Pop gave to him after a dirty night. Oh.
Elder eyes.
Elder eyes. I like it.
There's two elder eyes. The English language is difficult enough. So elder eyes and elder rise. Joe Biden has elderized.
That word could almost elderize could almost be like, you know, when Joe Biden's talking to people like, come on, stand up, Joe. And then he can't. It could be like that's the code for Joe's blunders.
It could. He elderized that situation. He elderized that conversation.
Yeah. Where's Jackie? He elderized that as well.
I just can't even believe that he referred to that woman like.
Yeah.
I went to a funeral once for a person, a young adult, and you know, like when you go to the funeral and you have to go up to the family, and I actually said to one of the parents, "Hi, how are you?"
Oh, I always say dumb shit too.
I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm sure I've said like dumb shit in like those type of times, but I also say dumb shit like, you know, where it's like you go to the restaurant and they're like, "Enjoy your meal," and I'm like, "You too." And I'm like, he's probably not enjoying a meal right now. He's working. Oh well. I don't know. I always do that too. I can't help myself. I just want to wish them something good.
So I will top off that with a story from my youth. So I just told you guys when I was younger, I did not really drink because I just didn't have the physical capacity for it. So often, especially like, but I always looked really, really young when I was in my teens and my 20s. And so I never got served underage.
Wait, you were really, really young when you were in your teens and 20s?
No. I always looked very, very young when I was in my teens and my 20s. And I never got served underage or anything like that. I got carded well into my 30s, you know, not being like a snot, but I think a lot of it's because I'm short, you know, like they just think, oh, you're short, you're young. So I would be the sober driver for my friends. So we all went to, and some of my people from New York will know this. We went to L'Amour's in New York, which was a club that you could see like metal bands at. And, you know, so we went out and I drove, and we were coming over the bridge into the town that I lived in. I had a bunch of drunk people in the back of the car, and I knew that there's always a DUI stop there. It was like a bar town. It was summertime. And so, you know, we came over this bridge and there's the DUI stop, and I'm totally sober. I have no problem. And the dude behind me, all of a sudden, I actually was in an 89 Mustang. I had an 89 Mustang too. The dude behind me shoves my seat up while I'm driving and slams me into the steering wheel because he had something in his pocket that he needed to hide elsewhere because he's in the back seat and the cop's going to bother with him. So I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I got to hide this. I got to hide this. Cops everywhere. I'm like, all right, just chill out. But now he's got me all upset. He slammed me into the steering wheel. The other guys are like passed out, like sleeping. So we pull up and I'm like, knock it off. I'm like, I'm totally sober. They're not going to mess with us. Oh, you don't know. Like, whatever. So we get down the hill. I'm all like, because he like slammed me into the steering wheel. And we get down to the DUI stop. And this very nice state trooper comes up to my window. He looks right out of Central Casting. He's got the big stupid mustache. And he comes up to, and I'm underage. He comes up to my car and he goes, hi, how are you? Have you had anything to drink tonight? And out of my mouth comes, no, ma'am. And he goes, did you say no, ma'am? And everything, I hope this cop sees this. Everything in my body went, lie. And I said, no. I said, no, man. No, man. And he started laughing. And I don't think that he believed me, but I think he knew that I was sober enough to be embarrassed and mortified. And he goes, okay, take your drunk friends home. I was like, thank you.
Oh, God.
So it's not age sensitive, you know.
Yeah, I one time I got a drink recently at Starbucks, you know, and after the lady made it for me, and I was like, thanks, babe. And I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I've called people babe at work. There's this one gal that I talk to, and I'm always like, thanks, hon. And it's like so inappropriate and corporate. Like everyone's like,
yeah. It was weird because I had to tell her after. I said, oh, I'm sorry that got awkward. That kind of just fell out of my mouth and I couldn't stop it. And I said, I wanted to show you some level of affection.
That's when you just lean over and like touch their shoulder.
Oh, you can't though. There's plastic dividers up everywhere. It's the, you know.
You still have dividers?
Oh, fuck yeah. The whole grocery checkout, they have them in a cubicle. They have a plastic thing in front of them and a plastic thing behind them. So they're in this like little cubicle.
Wait a minute. You have people that check your groceries out?
Yeah? Why?
We don't have that anymore.
Oh, well, we have self-checkout, but I don't want it. You can't do self-checkout if you're buying alcohol. You have to go to a checker. And then our checkers are in these little cubicles.
So at the grocery store, we have like 2 aisles that are open with like a human. And there's like nothing there. But then like the self-checkouts, they have like 45 self-checkouts that you can go to. And at Walmart, like forget it. Like there's only 1 aisle open with a person. And there's always like a million people on the line. Like I can't even.
I don't like self-checkout because there's not enough room to groove, right? Like if I'm buying groceries and there's a bunch of stuff, I don't have room to get it all onto their little scale, and you can't take it off the scale because then you're a thief and you can't rejigger it and whatnot. So I hate the self-checkout. Also, I am not an employee of the grocery store, so involve that in my service to you check out my groceries. I don't want to do it. So whatever's. But I agree, Beverly, California is jacked up.
Yeah.
In Exciable 67, I like self-checkout if I got like 2 things. Perfect. But then I always get stuck behind the dummy who doesn't know, like they just landed on planet Earth and they're just like.
So they just took away, I guess at Whole Foods, you could go, there was some kind of app that you could scan and like you would just like walk through the store and scan your food and put it in your bag. And then tra-la-la, you just pay with your Amazon app. And I guess they took it away because people were like, you would go up and there'd be like this like $1.29 jelly and then this $8,000 jelly that had gold flakes in it. And so people would scan the $1.99 jelly and then they'd put the gold flake jelly in their bag and walk out with their $8,000 jelly, which I actually did buy $20 jelly the other day. Damn. To the recession. It was on sale. It was $10. It's Tiptree. I took a picture of it on my YouTube.
Oh, I saw your picture. I didn't know that was Fancy Pants Jam.
That is Fancy Pants Jam. And I'm going to tell you something. Greg didn't think it was that fantastic, but I thought it was pretty fantastic. It's the little scarlet strawberries that they grow right on the Tiptree farm in England. And they were really good. I'm just saying, they were delicious.
Well, okay. I can't tell you I've had anything super delicious lately that's extraordinary and out of sight. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I was very happy. My scones were not great. My scones were okay.
They looked good.
They didn't. I wanted them like to rise like square-er.
Oh.
But they kind of spread out. So I got to work on that. That was like, I think like maybe my 10th time making scones. So I'm much better at crumpets. I like crumpets better.
Aren't you a baker? We need to get you on like the Psychic Bakers Bake Off on Discovery Plus.
No, I have to figure out how to make scones and crumpets and all those things and like gluten-free bagels for you.
Oh my God. You know what I truly want? The only like, I've got a good enough substitute for most gluten-free stuff, right? I have the gluten-free pizza, whatever. And I have gluten-free bread that costs like $10 to $12 a loaf. Okay, whatever. Sourdough, gluten-free sourdough bread. I haven't found one yet. That's amazing. That's what I need to get.
So can you do the sprouted bread? Are you allowed to?
I don't think so. When I looked at the ingredients, I think there was something in there that I'm not allowed to have.
I feel like I've asked you that before.
I think so, because I used to like the Ezekiel sprouted bread.
That's what I have.
And then I was like, I can't eat that. But I think they put it in the gluten-free section anyway, but I don't think I'm allowed to have that. So, sad times.
Bastards. All right, so we all have to find a gluten-free sourdough bread for Alycia.
That tastes like actual sourdough bread that you regular people can eat. Because I know, gluten-free stuff sometimes tastes like eating a cardboard box. So, I want something legit.
I'm going to be honest, like, I'm going to go out, like, I am not a doctor, I am not a dietitian, but I think it's very odd that we have so many food allergies, and I really wonder if it's from all the I almost said the hoo-ha that was put into all the hoo-ha, the fooey.
I was going to say, it's not from my hoo-ha, I'll tell you that.
No, I think it's from like all the crazy stuff that they started putting in our food. Like, remember the movie, the Incredible Shrinking Woman with what is her name? She was in 9 to 5. Lily Tomlin.
Oh.
Yeah, I think all the substances, all the things that we had in our food in the 70s and the 80s, I think that has created all these allergies for people, like all these weird food allergies. Because like even I became allergic to strawberries when I was 15, and then, or I was even younger. I was a little bit younger than that, and then I magically became not allergic to them.
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up, because I remember being a kid and I used to go to stay at the old lady's house next door until my parents would come home. They would have a loaf of whole wheat bread, and I would basically eat that whole loaf of bread. Nothing ever happened. It was the most, I love bread. It's like my most favorite thing. And I would eat that loaf of bread and not a problem. So, and it didn't start until probably my teenage years. So maybe you're onto something. Maybe that'll be our, like, we'll have to go down a rabbit hole on that.
I want to do some CRV and do that, because like that's like a whole CRV faction that people get into. They do like medical CRV readings, and they go in and they look at, you know, stuff inside the body, which is pretty cool. I told you that Lori answered me on YouTube, right? And I told her that we're using our wands for like, did I not tell you? So, all right. So Lori Williams, the woman who taught that class, the CRV class that I taught, I'm on LinkedIn with her, and like, you know, she posts her classes and everything. And so I had private messaged her and told her that I had name dropped her on a couple of my shows, and I gave her the link, and she really, I got kind of like a canned answer, like, oh, thanks for your response. We'll get back to you soon. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I messaged her and I said, listen, I got to tell you, I have a show that I do with a gal out in California, and we're using the wands that she sells on her website to use the touch technique. And she actually answered, and she's like, oh my God, that's so great. I got to watch it. So like, I sent her another link. So hopefully she watches. So Lori's on here. Hi.
Yeah, until I started saying inappropriate things about a pubic hair button touch or something. It's like,
it was a measure of distance. It was just a measure of distance that you gave. It was a pubic hair touch. It's kind of like a centimeter, or like like it was a measuring.
It's a measure of unit, a unit of measure. That's
what I'm trying to say.
Yes. And thank you, Excitable 67. I'll look to see about the sourdough yeast. I don't know. I'll look and see if it's gluten-free. Maybe I can do that. I'll have to check it out. There's all these new products coming on the line. So thank you. I will look into that.
Oh, and Beverly says it's from all the plastics.
It's about the look at the babies. We went from food in a glass jar to food in. Oh, interesting.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't get to everybody in the chats. I apologize. I couldn't keep up with the chats today.
I know, it's a busy day. There's so much going on. And it's a full moon, right?
Is it tonight?
I thought. I don't know. I don't have my moon app anymore. I need a new moon app for my phone.
I do. Let me see. I'll look at the moon app, and then we'll call it a night.
All right. Tell us if it's a full moon, if I need to watch out for werewolves howling or just normal neighborhood assholes making too much noise.
It is still waxing. Where's my calendar?
Really? I thought we were full mooning it tonight.
What is today? The
7th? 7. Sunday.
9th. Sunday is the full moon.
All right. I was a premature.
Premature?
A premature.
Write that one down too.
I'm a premature moon. Full moon predictor.
Premature. Oh my God. All right. We're zany, guys. Listen, thanks everybody for being here. We did a long one tonight. This was cool.
Yeah, we went longer and deeper than we have before. So thank you guys for being a part of that and hanging out with us this whole entire time.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We will all see you same time, Alicia's channel next week.
Next time. Come over there. We'll be there next Friday, same bat time, my bat channel. And stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Adios with your